update right there. We had as you could see, the lobby was just not launching, and then the game blue screened. And when you're on PlayStation, you have a blue screen. It's just an instant stream stop. So we just had to quickly get back in the lobby and get everything back up and running. So we've got most of our guys back in, and we will have the lobby reformed and the race back up and running ASAP. Jensen.
Yes, yes.
Cody's, it's never a night on F1 without Cody's causing an itch, I don't think.
It's never Cody's. It all goes well.
Every time they do an update, it seems to cause more problems than it fixes. Every time. It's really annoying. I hope the cash influx makes good change in the months ahead for the game. Maybe we'll see a difference in the new game to come in a few months' time, but who knows. Welcome back everybody. Again, apologies for the small delay in the stream stopping. Blue screens are just assholes, that's all we're going to say. Can't wait for quality. Good effort, good effort. Good effort. Good evening, Mike and Adam. Thank you for rejoining us. And again, boys, you'll have to, I'm afraid, if you would be so kind, but drop a like on the video. Ethan says, Helly, good day, I guess. Maybe. Jensen, I'm just chatting waffle.
Helicopter.
Helicopter, right, that works too, I guess. I never even thought about that. If there's any space in the future, I'm happy to reserve or come back. Oh, of course you enjoyed racing here. Glock, you won every race. So on the scale of epic to epic, how epic do you want to be my bottle? Do you want my... How epic do you want my bottle?
Well... I guess if it was epic... I mean, I don't know. Epic or epic? That's a hard decision, Chris.
Glock, jump in.
Oh. Oh. Is that genuine word from Adam, or is that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Glock says I could start at the back. Who are we missing? We've got 16 drivers in. Missing a Racing Point, AlphaTauri, Mercedes and Ferrari.
Oh, Surge, I forgot about Surge. Sorry, Surge. Coming now, sir. Where is your little name? Why am I not seeing his name?
Yeah. We're missing Surge, ISRL, Chris.
I sent ISRL Chris an invitation.
Ranger.
There's Surge.
And who's second driver to Tanner in the AlphaTauri? I don't think there was an AlphaTauri in qualified, was there? I'll quickly see.
No, what's happening?
Nah, Chris Tapps was supposed to be an AlphaTauri, but he couldn't make it, so. Oh, Glock has joined. And he takes the vacated AlphaTauri for the day. I'm sure Chris Stapps will be happy that his car is in good hands.
Yes.
So I think with Glock joining now, this is thrown some mix and a half into this race. We're only missing the Mercedes, Ranger, and the Ferrari. Chris. They haven't joined yet. Looks like we're gonna go, Chris.
Yes, we are. We are.
Adam says gonna be funny. Glock. The thing is, though, it's gonna be a fairly fair race, I think. Glock has loaded in without any practice. And he's got an old setup, so...
The usual comments. We shall see when it comes to the end of the race.
I believe that he hasn't had any laps around here, though.
Yes, I thought that talent is talent. So we shall see.
He'll get up to speed in a few laps, but that could be the difference. So, Madge, you said there wasn't a formation lap, but that remained.
Who knows? I am going by gospel, so I would assume it is not the case.
He said no formation laps, I think. Whenever Madge ready's up, I guess.
Yes, I will grab a quick restroom break again before we start, just to be sure.
Enjoy your piss. I forgot the weather. Oh, oh dear. So, what does that mean? Does that mean it would have been raining, Michael? Hold on, so it's on dynamic wait. So okay. I need to quickly look back at the stream. So it was dynamic, it was set on dynamic, this lobby, so there'll most likely be a restart then.
I'm back. I had that.
I think there should be a restart, might be happening again, as the weather has not been changed and it is on dynamic and rain is come up on the radar for guys, so
ooh. So we'll wait for the official word on that.
Maggie is giving the official word now, I think.
And I think he is just backed out the lobby, so we're going to have another restart.
I think that's going to be a restart.
Interesting. This is not so good. Not so good at all. and there was no formula. So yes, I just hope that everybody rejoins the lobby. But at this point, it is very, very late on now.
Yeah.
It took almost an hour to get a 20-minute qualifying session done. Uh-oh. I hope guys are not too busy. Cody's another game is well, aye, I still blame Cody's because that's what stalled the first session, and then if you don't have to restart in the first session, you don't have the weather issues. So it's on Cody's.
It's
when you trust when I say when you're a man reforming the lobby and trying to get every day in and make sure invites are there, plus make sure you form the grid, and weather is a very easy thing to miss.
Yeah, this man has been up for how long now? Actually, 15 hours straight.
So yeah, it's not an easy task all of the time, running the show and getting things done, and sometimes it just takes a bit of time.
There are the invites.
So hopefully we'll get a quick epic gamer moment for everyone. These things happen, man. We all go through them.
Yeah.
It is just part and parcel. I'll try and get a bitch win right out too. When my friends list wishes to those. I think he's forgotten too. Don't forget to put. So Pele, I think the choice was to not have a formula. So be very prepared for that on the start, please. Yeah, good cause and nasty accident. If unaware.
Starting grid random, it says. I think people would prefer custom grid than in their positions with rain than a random. I don't know.
I think he's maybe just not flicked that over.
I think us guys wouldn't mind random.
I mean, if they wanted to run random, send it on, but I don't think the driver's very happy. So hopefully, yes, it's went to custom, so I think that's that being rectified, and then we will get on the grid and get going. So it'll only take a couple of minutes to sort the grid. Guys, please, again, if you can, and you wouldn't mind so much, like the video. Drop a sub in the channel. I see the channel's already gained a couple, so thank you very, very much to those who subbed. I can't see the names unless it come off of there. ISRL Chris, thank you. Mr. Fusion, thank you. We appreciate it muchly. Mr. Fusion was actually 2 days ago, just hadn't registered on mine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I maybe need to quickly try and make a coffee now. My Red Bull's finished. No!
Where are we going now, Chris? If you're still here. Or probably getting a drink or something. But anyways, we are loading in. And it seems, I don't think there's going to be much of a break in between this.
So you're correct in your statement in the sense of I was away getting a drink, Jensen. I was.
Yes, I think so. I wasn't paying attention at the time, sorry. But
it's either a drink or a loo. It's one of the two.
I mean, it's hard to tell if you're at the loo or not. You're fucking taking a piss every like 5 minutes.
Oh, I don't speak German. Ich habe eine Stunde gewartet. I don't. I don't speak German. Well, I was taught German at school. I'm just absolutely crap at it. Truth be told. So, I'm sorry. I think.
I think he said he waited an hour or something.
He's waited an hour to watch. It could be that, I guess, maybe. And
well, if you've been here since the start or you've just tuned in,
we love you.
Welcome.
If you've been here from the start, we love you. Straight up facts. We care about you much, and we just dropped a viewer, so that was probably the worst thing I could have said. Oh my god. So, new truth is, don't tell viewers you love them. Don't like that. Jensen, help me out here. Come on.
Huh?
Ah, Mike says love you too. We will not have. Certainly not you, Mike. I'm just kidding. So it's a quick start, like you said, Jensen. 20 seconds on the timer already. So I hope guys have got setups on pronto.
Yes.
And at this stage, I think a false tyre choice. Well, I don't know what guys would choose to proceed with that, but yeah, I think guys will just want to do some racing now.
No formation. So we're gonna get straight into it, Chris.
So 2 lights, 3 lights, whoa, 4 lights, 5 lights. And I've still got a timer. It's lights out and away we go. And it seems to be a reasonable start from Pelly.
I'm going to have
He's going up the inside. 3 wide at the top one. Racing point had to cut the corner. I think that was Surge. So Pelly breaks away. We've got Nelly P2, SPW3, Mike 4, JNTX 5, Mike and JNTX side by side as we filter through. And then we've got a big group of cars at the back. Mikey, Surge, TTG, Laser, Doofy, Energy, Sibo, Pedro. There's a pack every day. Matoman, F-Lewis, every day Stursling for track position. They're about 5 cars wide back there, but I'm going to go back to the front, Jensen, to see. I think Pelly's commanding out front, got a half-second gap, and I cannot get that predicted track. There we go. It is now off the screen. So Pelly bumped through a little more energy than Envy Nelly at the start, Jensen. You see anything major further
Look
back?
At Pedro on the inside of Laser there, trying to make a move. And they're both on the same tyres. Pedro challenging TTG Laser. And here comes his teammate on the inside of turn 9, and he's going to make a move. It can keep side by side, but he forces Pedro wide. And Pedro's got a big mile oversteer. He's getting swamped by the cars now. Laser sort of takes Adam in the background.
F-Lewis, he doesn't quite able to capitalise there on the start moment. So Pedro's still just down 1 position. For some reason he started in 10. I thought he was P11.
Oh, Nelly's putting the nose in. Pelly doesn't get the greatest run through turn 2, or turn 3 I should say. It's more turn 2 though. And yeah, he's going to have to hold off for now.
So Surge, one of our only kind of big gainers from that early phase of the race in the top 10, Jensen. He managed to get himself up a couple. Sibo got up a couple, Matoman up 3. But otherwise it was kind of reasonable for the guys in the top 10. Oh, and Pelly's went wide. That's going to give Nelly the run in there. Pelly and SPW is going to go through 2. Pelly in 1 corner and 1 mistake, 2 positions gone. And
Oh,
Pelly's
no.
really struggling with
Pelly.
the car.
And he's got JNTX behind him now. And Mike is only a tenth behind. And Mike's got 86% coming into the final corner of that lap. And now he's going to go full
DRS
attack
activated
mode.
as well, Jensen. So game on for these guys.
Deactivate. He's going to try and get the outside line on JNTX. He's going to try and go for outside moves to switch back. And Nelly's gone wide. SPW's got into the lead of the race. And Pelly's going to come back at Nelly coming into turn 3. Oh, and it's going to be side by
he's gone
side
round outside. He's
Nelly.
going to try and go round outside the SPW to get the position back. SPW cuts the line off, and that
Pelly
gives
goes
Pelly the
through.
one on the inside.
What racing this is in the first few laps of this. Not even a DRS has opened, and these guys have been side by side in very much of this. And how the grids changed now. SPW leads the race.
So maybe no formation laps are the key. You kind of catch these people napping a little, and it makes the start of the race very, very spicy. So SPW now the guy, and look at Pelly, 14% energy, Jensen.
Yeah.
That is
He's
not
really
a good state of affairs. Lap 4 into the race, and he's going to be under pressure with Nelly with a poor exit through 1. Nelly, DRS open. I don't think he's using too much overtake at the moment. He's maybe going to send one on the inside into 2. He does. He's going to go on the inside. Pelly try and hold the outside line. Nelly stays tight. Small wheel bang there on exit, but is fair, is square, and Nelly will take it through. ERS in play, and Pelly really had none to defend. So SPW from Nelly, Pelly 3rd, Gentex 4th, Mike rounding out the top 5, Surge P6, Mikey 7, TTG Laser 8, Doofy 9, and Sibo rounding out the top 10. What a start to the race, Jensen.
Yeah, it's been an instant back in the pack, and it's Maggi and F. Lewis going head to head through the corners. Oh, they made contact. Maggi's just keeping out of the wall there, and I think he's just kept out of damage there, but that was a bit unfortunate. We're side by side in 6.
So does Pedro have damage? Yes, he does.
Nelly going full attack. He's turned off the energy quite early there. Few penalties being picked up.
Here comes Laser on Mike. He's going to pull to the inside into 2. Mike is going to try and break later. TGG goes very deep. Mike is going to go for the switchback. He'll get the better drive in the soft tyre, but DRS open overtake as well. It just stalls that fight back from Mikey, but he's pushing halfway as DRS open, and he's going to defend the inside line. He gets the squeeze on telling TTG Laser, look, I'm here, I'm a little ahead, and I'm going to, if you want this position, come fight me.
Very low drag setup that.
And look at Doofy now, absolutely on the back
of Laser flag.
and Mike and
It's Matoman and Sable. They've crashed in turn 5. They've flashed together and they've fallen much down the field again.
So Pedro boxed and went for a soft. He's looking to push hard, make up some ground. He's going to gain some as people keep making mistakes and falling into the pits. His race will come back to him. Just hopefully he can stay away from damage. SPW doing well to defend. But Benelli, is he going to send one here into turn 1? Not quite close. Turn 2, sorry, not quite close enough.
Surgeon and JNTX, they're going side by side. And Surge gets to move down around the outside of turn 3. And they're coming down the hill. I don't think JNTX will come back. He's using absolutely everything. He's going as late as he can, but Racing Point's on the move for P5. And the battle for the lead is intensifying. A 4-car battle now.
Oh, and Mike, Mike is right there too.
Yeah, Mike. He's got a lot of energy as well. Mike has. Mike is going to...
Oh, yes. Good spot, Jensen, in your numbers. Yes. So Mike probably sits the most comfortable out of the top 6 at the moment. Even though Surgeon JNTX is creeping up onto this fight, Mike has a good advantage to ERS. He just needs to keep managing that well, and that could really, it could be his race winning strategy, just to control the ERS better than every other driver and allow you to make the overtakes a bit later in the race.
Yeah, you saw France, he really made tyres last. And that shows enough really. He could make any strategy work, I'd say, around here. And here comes Nelly, he's going for the move on SPW around the outsides. Tries it, but he can't get the moves to stick. So he's going to go up the
Matt guy racing Matto took him out. Oh no, so Glock's maybe been in a tail or something. So that's a man we've not actually mentioned, Jensen. Glock, P16, he's had to take a pit stop. I think he's been on the walls, but we know Glock, there's 29 laps to go, and if I know Glock well enough, it's game on for him. Let's keep an eye on that 16-second gap. Yes.
I think he's on a definite medium, I think, to the end. SPW not having any of Nelly's attack, and he's gained back energy. Nelly's been using a lot of energy to try and attack here. Mike's got 65% on these guys.
Oh.
This is huge. And
SPW with huge defence into two. SPW defends it well. Try and get the switch back, but not there. Sorry, Jensen.
And that, don't worry, Chris, this is brilliant stuff.
Nelly, is he going to try and SPW sees?
Oh,
he fakes it.
Baby.
No.
You know Nelly for those dummy moves. He goes one place and then takes it at the last second, but he couldn't make the move done there. It was a good go at it. But now this battle is really shaping up. Laser is now within the second window of these guys as well. Laser's going to be one to watch, but he's using a lot of energy to keep within that gap, and I don't think he got the DRS. He might have got the DRS, he might have not. He didn't get the DRS, so Laser has another lap to try and get that there. Mike needs to make some ground. There's a penalty for Pelly.
First penalty, no. So he might start to push now. Pelly might feel like he needs to break away for this pack and try and find himself some clean air to go racing. Oh, and he's going to get close to Nelly there.
Back of Nelly. And SPW went a bit wide. Nelly going to try again. He's gone full overtake. So if SPW is defending from that. At the moment, in this
battle,
and
SPW touched the grass, and Nelly's been through on the inside, and Penny's going to try and up into the 3 wide on, and been pushed on the grass.
Oh no,
more contact! More contact, I
what's
don't know what's happened there.
That was big. Oh, and Pelly weaving there. I think he was a bit angered by that? I don't know what just happened there. They all went free side by side. I think it was Nelly and SPW. SPW went up the inside, I think, and he got shown the door on that.
Wow. So that will be one to look after, but it is what it is. We must proceed on.
Mike is in the perfect position for this. He just needs to try and get past Pelly. He don't think he can do it this lap. Pelly derating very much. Surge running closely behind as well. High energies keeping very good at the moment. The pit stops are very close as well.
And could we see Pelly notice that his teammate's a bit faster? So team up, there's a penalty.
Yeah, and a penalty as well. Yeah.
Oh, there's Pelly. I think most guys, team up doesn't really affect much in the game. I think guys just primarily race for themselves. But Alpha R have the opportunity here to take home a 1-2. You know.
So it's got back in the DRS.
Position, so.
And look at Mike. He's giving it some. Getting close, but he's not going to get close enough on this straight. He's going to try it again, coming out of the hairpin. Pelly doesn't get the best run through the hairpin, and he's going to go full send, is Mike.
He's definitely going to be close enough.
He's
if
not
he stays on
backing
that
out
deploy, he is going for it down the inside. He goes. Pelly's going to fight it. Stays on the wider line. Oh no!
Oh, I think Mike expected Pelly to back out there. That did not help Pelly out at all there. It didn't help Mike out as well. No team orders there. I think that was just a straight overtake attempt for Mike. And God, this race is really shaping up now.
Game on.
And the Racing Point's got very close as well. Serge,
Yo, my
6
slight
attempts now.
Ollie. Is that you, Brock? Just change your name. Is this you, Brock? Ollie.
I don't know.
Yo, my slime. Good evening, sir. Whoever you are. And welcome,
Ollie
welcome.
also.
So, Pelly doing well to stay in the back of Mike. I think Mike may be happy to let Pelly work with him here and try and pull away with the pace. I think that's maybe
little
Mike,
disadvantage of being out front though.
Yes, no DRS, and you burn through the ERS a lot faster. SPW and Mike, and SPW back on the grass. Just got on board there.
Is that another instance of Nelly there, maybe?
Here's another. Oh, but we're being invaded.
It's gonna be
Hey, my drillers. I don't know.
It's going to be a lot of words between those two.
Racing well at the back.
Look at Laser as well. Laser.
Oh, sorry, just carry on.
Laser is caught up to the top 3 now on those medium tyres. And he might be the one to spoil the party unless he's going something similar to these guys. I think those mediums are now got into a better zone than the softs.
Yes, now what lap will you be expecting the soft runners to box, Jensen?
If you're going for hards, it'll be about now. If you're going mediums, lap 16.
You heard it there first. Go on, Ranger. Ranger gets good support in the chat, Jensen, didn't he? He is a well-liked young man. How are you, Chris? I am good, mate. I am good. I hope you are well.
At the moment, Mike's pulling a gap
Laser
over his
and
teammate.
Surge, oh, that's because Surge and Pelly both box from the front, so they look set for hards.
Mike's gonna put some lap. He's gonna put
Ranger. You want to see some Ranger? Here is some of Ranger. On a very long stint, and he is actually been gaining slowly but surely on Matoman. Let me just jump back to Nelly and Doofy 100%. Slugging it out. Doofy's going to try and maintain a defensive line on the outside, but once a guy's in your inside into turn 2, it's very hard to defend it. They seem to be able to get out to better on the inside as well. Freddie's asking how you are, young Jensen.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Usual comms night, you know, it's not too bad.
Ranger is going to optimistic, but in racing anything can happen. Little safety car.
Sabu had a moment coming out turn 1. Ranger is now within striking distance almost. He's only 2 seconds away now. It's like a bit of battle. Mike carrying on again. I think another 2 laps he's going to come in for the mediums. I think that's the strategy he's aiming for.
And
Pelly on the hards.
Is Mataman just boxed?
Mikey has. Mikey in for the pits. And what tyres are those? Medium tyres.
Did he start?
That's an ass.
Soft?
Yeah, that's an ass. He did start in the soft.
Unless he plans for maybe a soft stint at the end.
Oh,
could be possible.
It's an exit for SPW. SPW could possibly get Adam. He's pushing all he can, but I don't.
Oh, and
he's
it's
going
a
for a dive.
send! Wow! Officer
He loves those big sends.
Coming in it. That is the move of this race so far. Wow!
Oh, if you look up front now, Mike coming into the pits. Laser will carry on, and Laser will have to slow down. He's not going to be able to take the optimal line through turn 9. That could be a good little strategy call for some drivers. If you come in the pits, you can slow your rivals down.
Boxes this lap, SPW in behind. So SPW, bearing in mind he had that big incident, recovered well back to P4.
How is Mike going to be affected on position though? Is he going to come out ahead of his teammate? He's not going to come out in front of his teammate, I think. He's going to come out in between Pelly and Serge. He's coming out of the pit, Serge right on the back of Mike. And he's going full attack mode on Mike here, and I think he's backed out of the energy.
So Laser, 16.2 second gap. I think it's about a 17-second pit stop here. Is that right? There or thereabouts, 17-18 seconds.
Yeah, near about. I'd say about 20 seconds, maybe.
So
near 19 seconds.
If Laser has pace in the pocket, now's the time to show it.
Yeah, he's gonna give it some now, and Mike's gonna make the gap back to Pelly.
Oh, and look now.
And he's got a penalty. Mike has picked up a penalty.
No, Michael.
And makes Serge the net race leader, I think. After penalties, maybe, or Laser if he carries on the pace, but at the moment hard tyres should be going quicker in the mediums, and the mediums starting to fade.
So we spoke about Glock earlier. He's now P11, absolutely on the back of Nelly and Mikey.
Two rivals, two previous championship rivals.
Yes, just like old times.
The last season's top two, and there goes Nelly. He wants to get a move done quick. He wants to try and get away from Glock here. Glock's going to try and follow through. I don't think he's going to be able to do it this lap. He's gaining speed though. Glock's not going to send it. He's going to think smart about that.
So do you know what would be nice? Just about
Glock's going for the outside.
Oh, I'll get with that.
He almost hung it around there. Carry on, Chris.
I was just going to say a little spicy safety car would be nice. I don't mean that in what I do not want any driver to retire in any way, shape or form, but a safety car would be lovely. But I don't want to see him in the wall, just somebody break a wing and leave it in the middle of the racing line. YouTube symbols everywhere, yes. Ollie and Freddie spamming the chat, that's what we like to see. Spam away lads, spam, spam, spam. We don't mind.
Not too much, you know.
No, they can carry on. The more the merrier, the more comments, the more interactions, and a big send here for Glock, trying to get Mike on the inside, not quite there. Mike gets a snap oversteer. We've got Mikey, Nelly, Maggi, everybody's scatting. Let's get on board with Nelly's heat.
This is
pulls
crazy
to the outside of Maggi.
And F. Lewis
and there's some lag there. I thought somebody was going to get absolutely banned. SPW sends on Glock up the inside, and SPW lights that big move.
Yeah. Everyone around it is crazy stuff.
So we have a serious amount of traffic, and SPW now tries to make it.
Inside of Mikey.
And he's got to be careful, and Glock's got to be cursed. He's been turned round.
No! Oh, that is not. Oh, that is really.
Nearly now. Tana pulls to the inside of F. Lewis. I think Tana's going to get the job done into one. Doesn't want to give up the DRS for the second straight though, and I think he may just have there. I think he's gave the DRS to Lewis. Lewis is not even noticed as well. Oh no, he doesn't. So what? It's none of them. Just Tana nor Lewis got DRS there. That's quite confusing. They must have crossed the line at identical timings. Nelly now trying one round the outside of Lewis, so inside the outside, and he's got it done. Lewis struggles in traction on exit.
And Tana, is Tana going to get run? No, F. Lewis is going to try and cut back at Nelly. He's got the DRS. He's going to go up the inside. No, he's not. He's going to just hang it back. Tana almost goes to the back of him, and Mikey sends up the inside of Maggi as well, just behind it. And look at SPW as well. He's going to send up inside of two cars into turn 6. If he makes this stick, this would be a brilliant move, and he's going to send it up turn 7. He's going to make it stick. A side by side. And SPW, 2 moves in one corner at turn 6 in one of the trickiest corners to hang it around anywhere.
He is absolutely driving with no fear. Absolute balls to the walls, and I love it. It's great.
And next driver is Tanner as well. He's going to go full send again on the energy. And I don't think he's
Oh,
going to catch
look,
up.
I think if Lewis could be in trouble here, but I don't think they're going to be close enough. Tannen's going to try it on the outside. SPW is smart. He's going to see the inside cut back. Good on the traction DRS open. He needs to follow Tannen's slipstream. Yep, that's better. He can't quite get the run loose, but he is going to send it. But no, he is. Of course he's sending it into 3. And he gets the job done.
This is great stuff from these guys there. Laser is in the window now for a nice, comfortable, soft run to the end, if he wanted to.
Look at the chat. Everyone go give these racers some love. Ollie, you are a little legend, young man. Ollie and Freddie, they're going to be our 2 new chat favourite men. Is SPW mounts a charge on Tana. Tana's going to defend the inside line. He's clever in car placement there. SPW, if you really want to make the move, would have to go the inside, but knows this is the better opportunity.
Yeah.
DRS
Tana knows
smashed to the inside, which ends up being the outside line, but I think Tana knows what's happening there, and it's an easy job. SPW up to P7. Oh, and Mikey drops the car behind!
Oh,
Mikey dropped the car behind out of 2.
Oh, that is... Does he have damage?
Ah, and young Alfie is in the chat too. Good evening, young Jordy. Gents, my head's spinning with the excitement. It's just made me a bit...
Yeah. So I think Serge picked up his first penalty of the race as well. And TTG Laser, he comes in the pits for the soft tyres. And he comes out not far behind these guys. He's got no penalties as well. So we might have been wrong about him before the race. We might have thought it would have been a bit of a spicy one, but I think Laser has an easy ride to the line, really.
Yeah, fresh off, 14 to go, 3-second gap, which he will catch, and the guys in front have penalties.
Yeah.
SPW is making some exceptional moves. Yes, Alfie, he has been definite standout driver of the day so far. Although he is down some positions, he has been a man of fury.
A man of full send capability.
It's been exceptional.
Using all the tools as well. Back up into P6. That little incident with Nelly, though, early on in the race, that's going to spark a bit of
debate. Yes, yeah. I think it will.
We might be able to get to see head-on, first-hand from the drivers after the race to see what happened between these two. I'm really interested to see that. So they went 3 wide.
So where have we got gaps?
Oh, Pelly's picked up 6 seconds now.
We have Ranger actually catching Glock.
So Nelly back, he's in P5 at the moment, catching Surge.
The good thing is, he's still going to score some points as YouTube Ranger, regardless of if he catches Glock or not. But ideally, a guy that he's done a tremendous stint on a hard compound tyre as well. He's on them very, very early. Ideally for Ranger, now he gets a nice safety car and everything to play for. Glock as well, I think another that if a safety car comes out, although Glock's P16 at the moment.
And here comes Laser. Laser is...
Oh, yep. Going to that.
Not even using the DRS. You don't want to go by there, he wants to go by here. And here he activates it, and it's an easy move for Laser, and he's going to go into 2nd place. Now only Mike to pass.
So Mike will feel confident, TTG just standing in, of course. Mike got a good distance between him and his championship rival. Definitely going to be, if he maintains this position, he's going to gain some really good points in Nelly this evening. Obviously, Laser won't score in the championship. He'll put the constructors' points down for Williams. So, yeah, I think either way, Mike should be happy with whatever happens, as long as he keeps it on track. probably doesn't need to fight Laser too much either, Jensen, would you agree? It's probably a fight, he doesn't need to take the fight, he could even maybe just use Laser to try and open a gap, try and stay with the DRS, pull himself away from the P3 position of Pelly, and Pelly needs to be careful there as he straddles wide and exit that ball.
And he gets out of the way.
Run a chance of a penalty, and Jensen, here we have a late 11 lap to go scenario, brother chasing brother.
Mike almost got there, and yeah, Nelly versus Serge, and be aware Nelly's tyres at the end of the race, they are not going to be in the best condition, so if he's going to get a move done, he's got to get it done now, not leave it late.
Yes.
By lap 30, I think, lap 30, those hards that Serge is on is going to become the more viable tyre.
So he has some opportunity. He has, well, there is no real advantage on ERS, the only difference is Nelly, of course, will get DRS. And it's actually allowing all the while SPW. Just after his incident is, I was going to say silently went about his business, but that's just a lie. He drastically went about business, not in a bad way, I didn't see anything wrong. He made some big sense. Maybe the one for Glock, and the one beside Glock, I've never quite seen that. There was some contact, but I don't know if it was a over-aggressive move. As Nelly and Serge are now side by side. Serge gets the better exit out the thing, and Serge has DRS, so Nelly's going to have to just tuck back in behind Serge. Although it's his brother, he's just not letting him go through, and it's fight on. No longer teammates, of course, so Serge racing for his pride.
I've got a bit of an RPM glitch for me.
Oh, we've got Jay Entex, sorry Jensen, he's making a move round the outside of Mike. He won't find the grip there though, just no turning, serious amounts of understeer in that car as he went offline. And not quite that time. It's really hard to get the moves done around the outside of the faster corners.
Oh, he's had a big moment. He spun out of the not turn 9. He's kept it just out the wall. He almost bloody fouted the blue and white wall in the pits. And Nelly, he gets the move done. A big wheel spin coming out of the hairpin, but he's got the move done on his brother into P4 now, and he just needs to close the gap under 6 seconds to get a podium, possibly.
And what penalties does Mike have, Jensen, do you know?
3 seconds at the moment.
So he is set for P2 regardless.
Laser stretching his legs a bit now, as he's now 3 seconds ahead of Mike.
Once Mike got into the lead, we actually went quite quiet about him as well, but he's actually drove a really calm and collected race tonight. Got jobs done where he needed to get done. Maybe obviously came a bit fortunate with SPW etc having their incident in front, but that's racing. When you get these opportunities, you've got to stay calm and see them through, and at the moment he's doing a damn good job.
I bet he's probably going to be a bit annoyed that he's going to lose another victory to a reserve driver.
Yes,
tonight.
but then I would say he definitely should walk away from tonight feeling like the winner, because obviously TTG Laser doesn't race every week. It's just Williams get that calibre of driver in tonight to reserve, and that's just sometimes how it goes. So yeah, SRM Racing. This league is OTL, on the limit racing, run by SFR Officer Doofy and Mad G. So if you are interested in anything, be sure to give them an ad on PSN. You can see the names on the left hand side of the screen.
So we're at lap 29 now.
Serge staying very much in tune with his brother. So 7 to go, 8 to go. Sorry,
just
gents.
a few more laps. Yeah, it's just only a few more laps until those hards gain much back on that medium tyre again.
Here comes Dr. Special Energy on Mikey. He is closing for P8 in the race. Mikey D-rating there. You see Dr. Special Energy going for a big move round the outside. Mikey sees he is reasonable there. Leaves just about a car's room. Gets the better driving exit on the softer compound tyre loan. I think this is going to be hook, line and sinker. Mikey will defend the inside line. He's going to brake a little later to make him work hard for it, but Dr. Special Energy will easily go around the outside. I say easy. Mikey is not making it easy whatsoever. Mikey goes for a big send round the outside. Dr. Special Energy will maintain that inside line. Need to be careful here, and Mikey defends well. Carries better speed on the outside.
Really good. Yeah.
And does really, really well there to hang on to that position.
Ranger right in the mix between the brothers battle.
Oh yes, so Ranger trying his best to unlap himself, but not too much.
This could unsettle Nelly here, possibly, if Ranger driving in him or anything. You can see the racing point is just going through the Ferrari. Just imagine what Nelly's probably seeing just on racing point come through. This is going to be interesting. The last thing Serge wants though is that racing point teammate of his to get ahead of him for DRS.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Another driver, Jensen, who had that big shaky start but collected himself well and kind of settled back down and has got himself back into a good rhythm, would be Pelly. Because he put himself under a lot of pressure in that early stint, touching the grass and going off. But he's composed himself well. Alfa Romeo looks set to have a really strong afternoon or evening.
Yeah, watch the gap though. P4 Nelly is now within
right on the bubble.
6 seconds. He's within 6 seconds. That's a podium at the moment for Nelly. But he needs to try and keep that in the next few laps. He hasn't gained much. Now Pelly might start to gain back. Maybe.
So Laser away out in no man's land. As cool as he likes. Mike sitting nice and comfortable. Not losing massive amounts of lap time to Laser. He's just doing what he needs to do to bring the car home. Where is gaps in the track with its Special Energy? Tana and Mad G. Tana on penalty-less. Chasing Mad G. And Tana, depending on how many drivers in front of penalties, Tana could gain 4 positions. At the line here, if he can stay, maybe even 5, if he can stay close enough, depending on the penalties in front, he could get himself right up to the top 8.
It'll be a big points game for Tano. Go from like 9 points to 14, I think.
Whereas I think Tana is our closest fight. Serginelli, the gap's kind of been that 7/10 for a little while, it's not really changing. JNTX and Matoman, let's see what's happening back here. Big gag of traffic on this back straight. In fact, we have a really big gap between F. Lewis, Matt G, Tana, Matoman, JNTX. They're all very close together. Things do tend to get a bit spicy in the closing laps. Mad G and F. Lewis now going at it.
Yeah, J and Tech starting to struggle on those hards now. Been on for 21 laps now.
Oh wow.
It sounds a bit demanding, but for the hard tyres, is about the final stage really, or the final third of the tyres life, probably like 50-60% now.
I think at this stage of the race, a lot of guys are kind of spent on the ERS. As Mad G, as I say, that Mad G is going to try one in F. Lewis. He's going to go to the inside for a big send. F. Lewis will defend him, maybe try the switch back. F. Lewis is fair, defends that inside line. Mad G, DRS open, and F Lewis will struggle to defend, although Mad G's going to run out of juice coming down to the braking zone, and F Lewis will defend that well.
Watch the battle for the P4 as well. 9 seconds of penalties now for Pelly.
Oh. So look at this now. F Lewis, Mad G, Tana, Matoman. JN gets a chance. Matoman gets a good run in Tana. He's going to pull it the inside line. Tana needs to be aware that there's a car there. Slightly gets the better run. Mad G just lifts out the throttle a bit. Mad G went wide. Tana trying to get a run in the inside, not quite there. Tana pulls to the inside this time, and I think he's going to get the run in Mad G, and job done into turn 1. I think Mad G spent on the ERS, so struggling a bit to find the extra horsepower to defend. Matoman now pulls to the inside of Mad G.
Oh, we're going to see 3 wide going into this corner. They're going to...
Oh, and Tana's going to be meeting a sandwich. Mad G gets pulled over the apex, but guys do well there to keep out of trouble, and Matoman will go through on the outside line. Let's just stay with this battle actually, because I think it's the most relevant one on the circuit at the moment.
Yeah, it's
and
the only battle
Matoman gets a better run than Tana. Tana touched the grass and exit, and Matoman gets himself up to P11. Can he find that push to get himself into P10 before the end of the race? It's there for him if he wants it. Fastest lap attempt, but I think he's going to... I think he's a lap down now. I don't think he's going to get it.
I think that it's still on lap 35. Laser will be crossing the line in about 20 seconds time to start the final lap.
So you'll get race. One run at it, that is absolutely right. So Pedro going to salvage some points. As Laser rounds the last corner for the second last time as he goes to enter his final lap of the race. Mike keeping it nice and cool. Nice steady pace in that medium tyre.
Oh, snap
oversteer.
And there goes Mataman as well. This battle for P10 is big. Points here. And there goes Mataman. He's going to go on the outside. Coming through to turn 6. He's going to hang it around the outside.
Oh,
beautiful move by the McLaren. What a brilliant move from Mataman. Makes it stick into P10, but a cost of penalties at the moment is 21 seconds of penalties.
Ouch.
And he's going to end up dropping down to P15 at this rate.
21
so that move,
seconds, wow.
It might have been a good move, but it's going to be for nothing at this rate. And if you could jump on board with the leader just for a second. Tanner's going to be getting close, but here comes Laser. He's going to be coming to cross the line, the 4th different OTL winner and the 3rd different winner this season with a dominant victory here in Austria. Mike is going to come around and finish P2, a solid drive from him. Pelly will take P3. He's got 12 seconds of penalties. I think he's going to drop down to P5.
And he does.
Yeah. Succumbing to penalties a bit there. The Alfa Romeo of Pelly. Nelly will take P3, Serge P4, Pelly of course P5, SPW P6. Adam will finish P7. Here's the penalties. This is where this grid's going to shape up a lot. Dot Special Energy is going to overtake Adam. Here comes Mikey, he's going to overtake both of them. Mataman's got lots of penalties. Tanner overtakes all of them.
P7 Tanner goes to. Wow, we said they would gain a lot, but I don't think it would be that much. Wow. What
a race that was.
Yes. A quieter second half, which is different in OTL, but the first half, the first 3/4 of the race were absolutely electric, Jensen. And very, very, very good fun.
Mike says in the Discord, let's go P1, P1.
So
Yeah.
SPW asked Nelly what was that, but Nelly, I think, doing the right thing there. He would rather watch it back first and comment later, which I guess makes sense. But let's get Mike. Who is up? Mike and Nelly.
Yeah, Laser, Mike, and Nelly. Don't know if Laser would join the party.
I think
I
we
know he is.
just go
I
for
know
our
he is,
regulars.
But yeah.
I think we'll go for our
Let's just
regulars. Yeah.
Yeah.
But very good.
Yeah.
I think Laser been out the car for a while. And yeah, we came up in good effort. Glock, he had really big gains made in that middle part of the race. He says SPW hasn't changed yet. He was balls to the walls there. Unfortunate though, Glock. Good effort. You put on entertainment, making some moves here and there. And you always do. It's a shame you maybe don't come a bit earlier, qualifying and for the front. Different story. But we are joined by what I would say are de facto race winner. Good job, Mike. You've got to be quite happy with the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't expect that after qualifying. I wasn't feeling great. I did a few laps of one of the restart lobbies and I felt quite good in the race pace, but yeah, I think I was quite strong in the race there. Saved my ERS early, and I think that really won me.
Yes, it's a thing we actually commented on while you were going through kind of that mid phase with Nelly and SPW.
And Pelly.
And that would seem to be your key to being able to make things work a little later. You just preserved a bit better, and then once you got the kind of jump on the guys, you used that extra you had to your advantage to pull the gap, which inevitably means that you can just keep pulling away. Once you break the DRS, we know how hard it is to get back on a guy.
Yeah, definitely.
So, anything?
Yeah,
oh, carry on.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say, you know, I was quite lucky. You know, Pedro setting a 1:04.8 later in the race. If he maybe didn't get wing damage early on, he would have been up there.
Yes, I think there was a few incidents as well. I think SPW and Nelly, and I think Pelly was also involved in that incident. Not quite sure exactly. 3 came into 1. We were on board in the middle, and a couple of guys. I don't know how Jensen's seen it, but from our standpoint, Nelly and SPW looked to be the two that came worst off from it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if
them.
It looked tough racing. Maybe when we speak to Nelly in a second, they'll be able to enlighten more. Not sure what happened, but when you have incidents like that in front, you have to capitalise. You've got to jump on it, and you did.
Yeah, it was crazy watching them from behind. I mean, I was sitting behind and it was 3 wide, 2 wide, like every corner, and I was like, oh my god.
Jensen, do you have anything you would like to ask young Michael?
Nah, fairly solid race from you there. Bit unlucky, Laser came out of the cracked soft stint at the end, but a very good race from you.
Laser doesn't get points, so everyone moves up 1 position, Adam said.
Oh, well, there you go.
So it's a win for you then?
Yeah, and it's also 2 brothers on the podium.
Oh, does that mean we can get Surgeon? I didn't realise it worked like that.
Surgeon, because I've been waiting for this moment for a
Yes, Jensen, if you can, if you can get Surgeon, and I will jump on to chat to what is de facto P2. In the end, then Nelly.
Be nice to have 3 people.
I guess we can. We must talk about the elephant in the room first. That I think anybody watching the race would want us to ask you about that incident. Do you have any idea of exactly what happened?
My incident with SPW, you're saying?
Yeah, I think was Pelly involved in it as well.
Well, I don't want to say too much because I need to watch it back.
Yeah, I see you say that in chat, which I think is very respectful.
Yeah, I don't even think it was either of our faults. I think the worst part about it for me was not what happened with SPW. Was I got back on track, and I don't think Pelly meant to, obviously, but Pelly goes around the outside, and I'm on the inside, just getting back on the track, and he hits me, and that I do a half spin. That cost me about 5-6 seconds. Apart from that, I just don't want to say anything with SPW. He wore, I know we have rules in racing about how people should be hard and people should be soft. But I respect, although I don't probably agree with some of the moves he made in the first 6 laps, I respect him going for the moves. Because if you don't go for the moves, why are we here? If you don't go for a gap, why are you a racing driver? So I take my hats off to him. So also congratulations to Mike, and I think I still could have won because I don't have any penalties. As usual, drive with emotion, never give up. So I just want to say, GG's to everyone. Everyone after I was coming back, everyone was fair. Me overtaking everyone, I would think it was just everyone was fair, but not letting me go, but fighting it, and it was enjoyable. You got to enjoy those kind of races coming from the back.
Yeah, you could maybe look at it as one that got away, but we're pretty sure that you'll come back swinging.
Always,
I think,
always.
I think Mike knows that too. So it's game on, going forward as always.
Looking forward to the fight.
I know that all too well.
And shout out to Serge, by the way.
Yes, I'm just going to.
We finally made it, both on the podium.
The other brother, where is he? The guy that came in the party and trolled me the other time, pretending to be somebody he wasn't. Where is he?
We're actually the same person. So it's actually we just had. Well, what's going on? Why am I on the podium? I came fourth.
Laser's a sub.
Yeah.
So you get promoted, he just gets constructors points, and every day in the race grid moves up one. So you did finish on the podium.
I wish someone could have said that. I would have been a lot easier on Sunil.
And that's a good point. It's something I think made them. You had a good little scrap.
We did.
And there was.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You go, Serge.
You go, Smelly.
I was going to say that was a really fun battle. Normally, me and Serge, we knock 7 million bells out of each other, but it was it was really fun. The ghost car, I think, because my mediums were going off near the end, I think Serge would have called me back up. I don't know if he would have got past me, but I think he would have called me back up. The ghost car that came out the pit, Ranger, he sat inside Serge for about 6 laps, and obviously we know driving inside ghost cars is really annoying, but it was a really fun battle. I'm so happy that we gave each other space, and it was fun.
I mean, you have to be a little bit careful in those moments, because obviously that's a really tricky race, and you don't know if Sunil knows if that's me or if it's Ranger. So, I was kind of giving Sunil a bit of berth as well, because you don't know in that situation whether it's me glitching or, not glitching. So, it was frustrating, because I think, it would have been a bit more tight at the end. But, I'm glad I would have let him through anyway on the last lap if the positions were the other way around, because Sunil's going to win this championship.
Oh, hear that, Mike? You get fighting talk in your hands here.
Oh shit! It's Mikey there.
Good.
I mean, Mikey's gonna win the championship.
I don't think I like my brother anymore.
But me and Mikey. In terms of racing, me and Mikey go further back in league racing. So.
Well, it's a shame that we know someone that's faster than both of you.
That aside, Serge, happy with how you raced and happy with your outcome?
Not really. I'm actually quite disappointed, because I think after SVUW took off Sunil, obviously I was sitting in, but he did take him off. After sitting in, no, he did. It was so obvious. He does it every other race anyway. It doesn't matter. So, I was sitting third, and then I think after I pitted the same lap as the guy beginning with P. I can't say his name. And how do you say his name, Chris?
Who? P.
The Alpha Pelly.
Hello. I'm really sorry if that. He's a really good guy, and I'm sorry if that. So I just don't know how to say it. But I got a red ball up the inside and that broke the DRS because like I was sitting pretty like those first 10 laps were probably the most intense 10 laps of this year. It was so funny. Just I had the best. I mean, forget you and Jensen. I had like the best seat in the house. Like, it was so fun watching. I think at one point it was like 4 wide, and I was just like, please crash. Please crash. And it's just like I had like 100 like ERS for those first 10 laps. I was like, I'm just sitting here. But yeah, I would have liked to have been closer to Mike and the 2 alphas, but considering where I qualified and everything, it was a good result in the end.
Yeah, I agree. And I think you're going to have some races going forward where I think you'll surprise a few people with your pace, especially at some
Yeah,
tracks.
I mean, I've had a really tough time of it. Weirdly switching to the Racing Point is working out for me. So, and there's more pace to come. So, but we'll just take it race by race and see what happens. But I felt a lot better than I have felt this year in the car. So, let's move forward. So.
Good stuff, and it's good to see, and I am sure once you get yourself fully confident, we will see even your name come into that fold right up the top between Mike and Nelly. And I think SPW seems to be showing that pace. If
No, I think with SPW, like in its defence, like it's a legit move, but you don't make that move on lap 6, and I mean, Sunil will see the footage. It was just like. It was like we're either both not going to make around this corner, or I'm going to make around this corner on lap 6. You can't decide the race on lap 6. It's not. I'm not having a go at him, but you do that on lap 36, it's a bit more acceptable. But on lap 6, it's just like, why would you do that? He's a good guy. He's a really good guy, and I'm not going after him. But he's got to learn to race properly with other people. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. After I watch this back, it will be either me buying Surge a beer or me jumping out the window.
Sunil, it wasn't your fault. Like it didn't help. Mike was on the. I think it was Mike or the other alpha was on the outside.
They were both.
But like you were just caught in the middle. I think you even braked early, but he was like, I'm either going to take these 2 off and make it around the corner, or we're all going to go off. So you don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, I'll watch it from everyone's point of view, from your point of view, my point of view, and we'll just see. But
You can watch it from my point of view. My point of view is the best point of view.
On my on live stream to everyone, I will say, yes, brother, I believe you.
Hey, if you deliberately put someone off, I'll be going straight to the stewards, my friend. I'll be like 10 race ban, never see you again.
Thank you, bro. I got your back to you.
So
No, seriously, if you do something wrong, I'm going straight to the stewards because you're too quick now. So.
Jensen, would you?
Sorry, this is turning into happy family. Sorry.
That's alright. That's alright. Jensen, would you have anything you would like to ask our top 3?
Not really. It's just a very well run race by you guys. A long time coming, I guess, for both of you to be on the podium. So yeah.
And I'm going to leave driver of the day call on you, Jensen. On you.
Yeah, it's hard to really say, but I think looking in terms of performance and overtakes and that, I would say probably SPW.
So there you go. Regardless of incidents, just on terms of racing, SPW gets the shout for our driver of the day. So on that note, OTL will be back same time next week, guys. We will catch you then.